he's clearly top 5 greatest tennis player of all time. He's probably 4th after Pete Sampras.
Oh my god.
Even I can't say that without laughing. I know it's not true.
Outfit is looking really similar to the ENF category.
That is one of the most absurd bets I've ever heard. How much friend looks like she should be named Taylor?
For my Brazilian fans.
Yeah, we know it's about to go, but please subscribe. Alright, my name's Steven.
Hey, I'm Niels.
And today we're going to be ranking 20 pro tennis players based on how we think they're going to do in the upcoming 2024 season. So let's start at the bottom here with Casper. Niels, what do you think about Casper this year?
Should go probably in the B tier, because I don't think he's going to do anything special.
So keep in mind, in this thing, C is the average status quo. So if you think he's going to do the same as last year, you can put him in C-ish.
I would say he had a pretty bad year, so I would say he should be a bit better. So I would say B.
Okay, so you choose a player.
Let's go Osaka.
Osaka?
Jenny or Jennifer?
Superstar.
Because we shouldn't expect her to do amazing things, but I think she's capable of doing like a semis of a slam or something.
Oh, okay. I would have put her in A, honestly. I think she's going to make a second week at Australia right away, and I think I would bet a lot of money on her finishing in the top 10 at the end of the year.
Maybe top 15, top 20, top 15.
All right.
But,
yeah, there's a lot of girls trying to be top 10, so we'll leave her in C for now. All right, let's go with Holger.
Yeah.
What do you think about Holger?
I would say A. I would say he has a good year. He probably makes. I could see him make like a semifinal of a slam. Maybe he wins a Masters 1000.
Yeah. Okay, that's a fair assessment. Personally, he's my pick to win the Australian Open. All right, let's go with Swiatek next.
Okay. Well, she had a very good year.
The big dog.
I think I saw.
I'll park her in F for right now, but then we'll change her.
And I think there's up and coming like women's players that will win slams. So I could see her not winning like 2, 3, 4 slams. Like I could see her maybe winning 1.
Okay, so she's number 1 right now. Do you think she'll finish number 1?
No.
You don't think so?
I would say.
And who do you think would be number 1 at the end of the year?
I'm hoping Rybakina.
Okay, so good choice. All right, who else do we have here? We have
my queen.
We have Bia Haddad. Personally, I know nothing about her. I just put her there for the Brazilian audience. Which is
mucho grande culo. Oh, that's Spanish.
I mean, yeah. What do you know about her? She's maybe 12.
Well, she
just won the WTA Elite Trophy. She beat Kinwen in the final, I think.
Okay. Well, she's
she's
top 15.
already
She's top 15. I think she's gonna stay that, or she's gonna digress. So I would.
D.
I would put. Yeah, I would.
All right. We're finally populating.
Sorry for my Brazilian fans, but.
Yeah. We know there's lots of you, but please subscribe. All right. Who do we have next? We have the Demon.
I would honestly put him in the A tier.
A tier. Okay.
Yeah.
So shockingly, I checked this morning. He was actually 12th in the world. So you think he's gonna be top 10 next year?
I think he could crack the top 10. I think he has the ability to make like a 1 or maybe 1 quarterfinal of a slam.
Well, that's not enough to be top 10.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying he's gonna have a pretty consistent year. So
now, who do we have left? We have Felix. All right, so Felix, you know well. You've hit with him a few times. He had a pretty bad year. He saved himself at the end, but he's 29th right now.
Yeah,
where do you think he'll be next year?
He's gonna finish top 15.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
So I would put him A.
A?
Which I would then, maybe we put Deminor between A and B, or B.
You want to put demote Alex to B?
Yeah.
All right. We're moving up now.
Yeah.
We got all 7 in, and now we're getting towards the big guns. First, we'll go with
my queen.
Your queen, Elena Rybakina. Where do you put her? Right now, she might have dropped down, maybe 5th. I think she's up. I think JPEG is 4 and Coco's 3. So where do you have her? Let's just. She's 5 right now. What is going to be her peak ranking?
1. Healthy.
Is she winning a slam?
Yes.
Which slam?
I think she's gonna win the.
You wanted to see emotion?
I think she's gonna win Wimbledon again.
Okay. Yeah, and with a few other good results, she
Yeah.
could get number 1, especially if Swiatek and Sabalenka and everybody's like 8,000 points ish. All right, now we go to Benny.
Call my phone, baby.
That is That's true, but now he has a new celebration, the businessman celebration. He just straightens his tie and his briefcase. I prefer that one actually, even though I like both. It's great for the game. And FYI, I love Novak and I love Ben.
Well, Ben.
Where do you put him? I'll park him in E right now. He's gonna go up.
I would say he did finish the year pretty good. I say he has the chance of making ATP World Tour Finals.
So where do you put him? If he's gonna make,
he's
17 right now. So I think he
could crack the top 10 at some point in the year.
I think very likely he's in the top 10.
Depending on what he does at Grand Slams, he could make ATP World Tour Finals.
So that sounds like an A to me.
Yeah.
All right.
A good A.
Yeah. And do you think he will break the record for fastest serve ATP ever?
What is it? Is it Sam Groth?
It's 163 on the Challenger unofficially, and he's done 149.
He won't break it.
But he can get 150 something.
He'll get in the 150s.
Right.
I for sure. My guess is that he hits a 154 serve this year.
That would put him one behind Rybakina, who hit a 155 according to the website.
It's never happened in my life.
All right. So moving on, we have Domi team, the Dominator, who I must say, to me, one of the most underrated players with 16-18 head-to-head against the big three combined. That is ridiculous. So go ahead, take us away. What do you think?
This is gonna be a quick one for me.
I'm gonna park him in D for Dominic for the moment.
He can stay there.
Okay. Okay, so you think like 45 end of year ranking is realistic?
He could crack top 50. So maybe put him C because he's gonna improve a bit,
right.
but I don't see him.
You've joined Naomi. All right, now let's move on to Taylor Fritz. I know you're gonna have a field day with this guy. To be honest, I think his girlfriend looks like she should be named Taylor. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
So
she actually looks like a Taylor.
If Taylor's 10 right now, do you think he's finishing in the top 15? If you have guys like Felix and Ben moving up in the top 15.
I'd say he's gonna regress. So I would actually. This is my hot take of the day. I think he's gonna be with Haddad Maya at the D stage.
All right.
I think he has a bad year.
Okay. So thankfully nobody in the E and F yet. All right, moving on. Who do you want next? Raducanu or Nadal?
Raducanu, but her outfit is looking really similar to the ENF category.
That's a good one.
Is that a bad word? Is it? Oh, my friend told me that one.
You don't think she's gonna have a good year?
Well, I was just joking about the colors, but
So what do you think is a realistic year-end ranking for her?
what is she now?
Right now, it's no ranking, or like 200 or something. 200, I think.
Top 35 max.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna say 35.
Yeah.
Because I saw a few clips. I think
Max.
she's hitting the ball well. She can make a round of 16 of Slam, I think, or a third round.
Yeah.
Get a few points here and there.
Max.
Personally, I would put her at B. I think she has some tennis in her, but
Yeah. Well, no, she won't stay at EF. Well, I'll put her between C and D.
between C and D. So she's doing okay. I can respect that.
But if she ends top 35, is that between C and D or is that above average?
I think if she ends top 35, that deserves a C.
Okay, we'll put her in a C.
Yeah, I think that's a
I
realistic
guess we'll
goal.
see.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good one. Hope you got that. All right, moving on to Nadal. What do you think he's ranked end of year?
Top 5.
Top 5. Do you think he's going to play the whole year?
Well, that's no.
So therefore,
Well, actually, no, not top 5 because I think his team are gonna play it strategically and they're not gonna push for quantity.
to me, to me, he can just get to a second week of a Slam just by guys looking at the draw and seeing his name. That's it. And then he'll play a Sinner, he'll play a Holger Rune. Maybe he can't get past them. But so, what do you think? A or B? That's what
I would say A. He's not going to do S because I think of his body and the tournaments he's going to play. But he's up there. He's for sure going to do
pretty good. A to me means like ranked 7 or 8 at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good. Moving on to Steph and Paula. I put them together because I didn't know what else to do here.
So I would keep him in the top 10, but I would love for him to not be top 10.
I mean, you can't have him in the top 10 if you have all these guys, Felix and Benny and Casper maybe and Demon trying to be in the top 10. So you got to make some choices here. Do you want To me, Stefanos will be like 11.
Well, then I would put them as a pair. I would put them in C.
In C?
I would just say they're going to be average, and I think they're going to break up.
Oh, okay, you heard it here, guys.
Yeah, I think they're going to break up, and I think it's going to be beneficial for one of them. I don't know who.
Okay.
I don't know who, but it's going to be beneficial for one. Probably more Badosa.
That's a pretty interesting take, actually. I mean, you can't forget Badosa was number 2 in the world. Higher ranking than Stefanos.
Yeah.
As a person dating a B.
Now, we got a few guys left. Let's do Layla.
Yeah.
Then we have the big 4 remaining. So, what do you think about Layla this year?
I think she has.
I'll put her in Fernandez for now, and then we'll see.
I think she has the ability to win a slam. I'm
agree,
hoping she wins a slam.
Yeah.
And what's her ranking now?
33, 35?
Yeah, she's gonna crack the top 20, hopefully top 15.
I can agree with that.
So I would put her with the big dogs in the A tier.
Okay. Yeah.
She has her best year of her life. So put her in the S tier.
For the last year?
Put her in the S tier.
All right.
Best year of her life.
Now moving on to the big dogs. We have Medvedev, Alcaraz, Sinner, Djokovic. You could call them the big 4. And I'm going to limit you to putting only 2 of them get to go in S, 1 of them goes in A, 1 of them goes in B.
I think out of those 4, the 2 that will have the worst year will be Alcaraz and Medvedev. So yeah, you can put Djokovic in the S tier.
So, and who do you think is finishing the year number 1 out of these 4? If it's one of these 4. Because it could be Holger.
I'm gonna be bold and say that it's.
So I'm putting Alcaraz in A then.
Yeah, Alcaraz A, Medvedev A, and
Well,
then Sinner and Djokovic S.
We said 1A, 1B, so we have to put Medvedev B in that case.
Just in terms of the tennis, I think Djokovic is just, well, he's on the Mount Rushmore, obviously.
Yeah.
So, and he's constantly improving.
Yeah.
Sinner is constantly improving. Alcaraz is constantly improving. You don't see Medvedev come the next year and improve his volleys or improve his offense. He's the same guy every year. It's a great guy. It's a good guy.
That's a very good guy.
But yes, he's a very good guy, and obviously everyone would want his career. But in terms of improving and adapting,
I mean, my hot take is if everybody in the history of tennis is playing at their absolute peak level, like Federer, Djokovic, Nadal, Medvedev, Alcaraz, it's tough to say Alcaraz is not the best. To me, the best is Daniil Medvedev. I think when he's playing perfectly, he plays perfect tennis. You cannot beat him. You will, like, prime Federer can't hit through Medvedev, so Medvedev will win on fitness.
prime Federer can literally hit through anybody.
Except Daniil Medvedev and prime Djokovic.
He started it, yeah. Yeah,
So
he started.
therefore, Federer is the 3rd greatest of all time after Djokovic and Medvedev. But Medvedev made 6 straight hardcourt finals.
Yeah, he's great on hardcourt.
Yeah, and what's Medvedev doing right now? And where's Nadal?
Well, what do you mean? Nadal's at the end of his career. Medvedev is in his prime. Medvedev is in his prime, and Nadal is doing his farewell tour.
Okay, I mean I can respect Nadal. He's clearly top 5 greatest tennis player of all time. He's probably 4th after Pete Sampras.
Oh my God.
Even I can't say that without laughing. I know it's not true.
You can't disrespect Nadal. Nadal is literally, he's gonna have his farewell tour, probably his last year. Like, he honestly should be C or D, because we shouldn't expect anything out of him, and he is gonna do much more than people expect. I don't expect Nadal to do anything. I don't expect him to do anything at all. But I wouldn't be surprised, or actually I would be surprised if he wins a slam.
I'd be surprised too. I expect him to make, honestly, a quarter and a semi of a slam. That's true. Imagine he has to go through a Rune in a quarterfinal.
Yeah, Rune's forehand on clay. Really?
I mean, what if he has to go through Djokovic?
You're saying
first round?
You could see Rune beating Nadal in a best 3 out of 5 at Roland Garros.
I think Holger bringing in Boris Becker and Severin Luthi. I think
money down the drain.
What's Holger right now? 7? I think Rublev was 5.
I say Rune is out of the top 10 this year.
That is one of the most absurd bets I've ever heard. How much do anything on Rune leaving the top 10 is impossible. I will say now, it's impossible.
Okay, I'll put $50 on it.
$50?
Yeah.
1-to-1. That if Rune leaves the top 10, you give me $50.
Yeah.
Okay, well, shake on it. That's the easiest $50 I've
I'll
ever
see
made.
you in a year.
And he's gonna win Australian Open, and then you can give him the money right away.
Okay, fine.
What are you looking forward to? So we have United
Well-
Cup, we have Australia starting right away. I'm very excited. To me, it will be one of the best tennis seasons of our
Well,
lifetimes.
one of the most iconic because we know Nadal is retiring. So all eyes will be on this season, specifically for tennis fans. The tournaments will be just jam-packed. Every tournament Nadal plays, and social media is going to be right on top of Nadal on what he does.
I love it. I love playing tennis.
Hopefully he comes to Rogers Cup because I'm a hitting partner there, but I don't think he's going to go because, especially this year, he's going to be making sure he's healthy and not playing a lot of tournaments, and he's skipped Rogers Cup in the past as well.
I have a question for you. Do you think Nadal will go to North America this year?
Yeah, he's going to play Indian Wells in Miami.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least one of them. I could see him, depending on his body and if he's still enjoying it as much and, he sees that he can continue, I would say there's a chance that he stops after Olympics. But
Olympics.
who do we think is winning Olympics?
My bet is Novak finally gets it. And for the woman, wait till you hear this. I think Sophia Kenin is going to win. Out of nowhere. American hero. Because she'll be back in the top 15.
Where do we know where it's going to be?
It's at the French Open. On red clay.
What?
Yes.
Olympics?
Yeah.
Bruh.
Oh my god, that means Nadal can win Olympics. For sure.
An interesting question. Do you think there's a point at which Nadal will be physically in trouble that clay will no longer be his best surface? Do you think a fast hard court where you just hit?
What's his injury that he's coming back from?
His hip? Oh, I mean, everything's injured, realistically.
Well, yeah, but I would say if it's his hip, hard court is going to be harder for him.
You think?
Yeah, it's for the joints. So the clay is worse for his muscles, and the hip is not really muscle related. It's your hip.
Yeah.
I think my bold prediction is that Layla wins Olympics, or Layla or Swiatek, I think, because it's clay.
Yeah, I think Swiatek is a good chance. I'm going with Kenin. Kenin can beat Layla in the final. Sorry, Layla. I gotta go with Kenin.
Okay.
All right, I think that wraps it up.
Yeah.
All right, so hope you guys enjoyed it, and looking forward to a good 2024 tennis season that starts in tomorrow night.